All right, your date's coming over in 15 minutes and you have a 7-ounce steak in your fridge. What do you do with it? Take that steak and you make мясо с горчичным соусом, also known as meat with a mustard sauce. You're gonna take your large potato, peel off the skin, evenly dice. You're gonna cover those in water. We're gonna put that on high until it comes to a boil. Then we're gonna cover it and cook it on medium. While your potatoes are cooking, we're gonna come over here and we're gonna salt the steak. We're gonna do a good amount of salt on all sides. We're gonna turn the pan on to medium high. We're gonna trim off that fat at the end. We're gonna cut it nice and thin, about that thin. About a teaspoon of butter. We're gonna take that fatty part and we're just gonna use that to coat the bottom. So we're gonna throw the steak straight in. We're gonna give it a nice little sear on each side, about a minute on each side. All right, your potatoes are starting to boil, so we'll keep it covered to low medium. 12-minute timer. 1 minute, flip that steak over. We're gonna cook that for 1 more minute. While that's on the last minute, we're gonna come over here, take 1/4 of an onion. We're gonna do a small dice. We're gonna remove the steak and set it aside. You can go ahead and leave those fatty pieces in there for flavor. And straight goes in the onions. All right, your onions have a little bit of color on there. We're gonna take 1/2 cup of water. We're gonna turn that down to low. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. We're gonna throw in about 8 peppercorns. Now that that sauce is a little thicker, we're gonna put that meat right back in there. We're just gonna keep that in there for about 30 seconds to a minute just to coat. We're gonna shut that off. As soon as we shut that flame off, we're gonna throw in some fresh herbs. I like to use parsley. Come over here and finish those potatoes. Drain that water. Back on the flame. Teaspoon of butter, a splash of молоко, and a good sized pinch of salt. When you see your milk start to boil, shut off the flame, get your masher. Take your bowl, take your kartoshka. And you're gonna take your мясо, which has been coated in that beautiful mustard onion sauce. Make sure you get some of those onions, some of that mustard sauce. I'm gonna add fresh cracker pepper. Your date is gonna love that. Dude, baby doll, that's so good. And you notice I didn't have to add any salt to that sauce with the steak because that mustard just gives it that perfect amount of saltiness, perfect amount of acidity. And the fattiness of that New York strip really goes good with this dish. But if you have any cuts of meat left over in the fridge, freezer, you have an onion, you have potatoes, this dish is for you. Super easy, super simple, very delicious. And if you're not already subscribed, please do it now before the KGB gets you.